with only around 7 months to go before Susan and I retire to our new home in Sittingbourne. I was relating to someone recently that come January 2021, when I retire, I shall have worked for 49 years without a day's unemployment. I recognise that I've been incredibly blessed to be able to be in that position. And in those 49 years, I've only ever been made redundant once. However, that redundancy prompted me to decide that this was the moment to work overseas. So I applied for 3 jobs, all outside the UK. 1 in Saudi Arabia, 1 in South Africa, 1 in Tanzania. I was shortlisted for all 3, interviewed for all 3 and successful in all 3. And I decided to go to Saudi Arabia simply because it paid the best money. As I travelled up to Kensington for the interview for the Saudi job from my home in Hereford, I was unsure about the living conditions in Saudi Arabia. Would I be able to put up with all that heat? I was not sure whether I'd be able to practice my faith in a Muslim country. And I was most certainly unsure about the brutal human rights regime that existed at the time. I was not entirely sure I wanted the job, but I was willing to go for the interview. As I pondered my future, the wisdom accepting or rejecting this job, I drove along the M4 towards Reading. And the Lord sent me a clear message in huge red writing. The message, inscribed on the side of a brewery, read, "Take courage." Doesn't the Lord move in mysterious ways? But it was most certainly a word from God. That message has stood me in good stead in all the intervening years, and it's a word I want to give to you today. As we emerge from lockdown, take courage. As we embark on new ministries, take courage. As we build new relationships, take courage. As we get to know and love our new officers, take courage. For the God who parted the Red Sea is still the God who gives us courage to go forwards. The God who helped David to slay lions and bears and wolves is the God who gives us courage to face our enemies. The God who stilled the storm on a rough Sea of Galilee is the God who gives us courage when life is tempestuous. The God who went with Daniel into a lion's den is the God who gives us courage when people oppose our stand on things. The God who made Peter brave before the Sanhedrin is the God who gives us courage to testify and to speak up for our Saviour. And what God could do then, he still can do, the songwriter reminds us. In Isaiah chapter 59 verse 1, and I read from the Contemporary English Version, we see, "The Lord has not lost his powerful strength. He can still hear and answer prayers. So take courage and go and do something marvellous and courageous and even uncharacteristic for the God who will keep you and equip you and protect you." God bless you.